Question number 4 is now about the Jablonski diagram that you should sketch that allows you to illustrate the case where fluorescence is apparent. So Jablonski diagram, remember, is vertical axis up down gives you the different strength or intensities of the energy levels. So for fluorescence we essentially work with 1, 2, 3 energy levels. So initially you will have the light that excites the fluorescence that lifts an electron up to the highest energy level. So this is, for example, bluer light, or blue light, I'm just calling that, goes in. So that gets it from E0 to energy level E2, higher. Then you'll have what's called energy internal conversions that lets the electron that's been lifted up there and wants to get to the ground level quickly skip down these energy levels. I've simplified it. In some cases there are many, where it dribbles down until it gets to energy level E1. So this small energy difference from E2 to E1 is the internal conversion that normally that energy gets distributed away into the lattice as vibrations or at very low wavelength radiation. Then you'll get the electrons here preparing for the big drop, where they then arrive at their initial position where they drop down. And if they drop down into that position, they obviously, like in the case beforehand where they radiated away radiation, here they'll radiate radiation away as well. And to exaggerate it, this is much longer in wavelength, a much lower energy difference here, and it's redder. So if you excite in fluorescence something, you need a higher energy light going in, i.e. the wavelength has to be bluer than what you're seeing. Or in general, Stokes' law says, with respect to the wavelength you're using for the fluorescence excitation, the wavelength that you get out through the fluorescence will always have a longer wavelength. And that's the kind of diagram that you expect. How many intermediate steps are up here for the internal conversion doesn't matter, as long as you've got the big one going up to the higher level and then dropping down. This absorbs light, that emits light.